Life is like that cookie jar. We are born. Once we get the cookie, once we get something that we like, it's hard to turn off, isn't it? And as a matter of fact, in our own fleshly nature that we often take into our marriages, we want all the cookies. How many of you ever had to teach your kids to do that? It didn't matter where you put that cookie jar or candy dish. They found it and they got into it. Now, unscrew it 5 times. We tightened it up really well. Unscrew it 5 times and don't drop it and break it, because we'll know. You don't have to do that. You have to teach them, because God's design is that cookies are really tasty, but if they eat the whole thing, they're going to have a bad stomach ache. And it's not healthy for them. So you give them 1 if they clean up the green things on their plate. Okay? And you are in control of that. Because why? Not because you don't want them to enjoy the cookies, but because you know that too many of those things is not healthy, is not good for them. So you teach them how to keep their hands out of the cookie jar. You teach them how not to be selfish and just want things just for themselves. The problem is in our day and culture, because we're all about, oh, it's all okay. Let them have what they want. Let them feel good. It's fine. We, instead of actually teaching them that, we just kind of let them grow up with that, and then they walk down the aisle. And they've got their cookie jar on one side, and their spouse has their cookie jar on the other side, and they've learned that what love really is that I'll give you 1 of my cookies if you'll give me 2 of yours. See, that's not love. And yet I can tell you over and over again, that's what young people getting married think that it is. You may never heard of it as the cookie jar, and we have to teach them how to stay out of it rather than get into it, but that's really what it is. We have allowed them to think life is all about me and about all the cookies that I can get. And if I get married, I better have somebody that's going to give me more cookies than I give them. That's what I call the cookie jar life. And what we need to do is be able to say, love is really this. I see you for who you are. And I love you, and I've learned that you are reciprocating that to me. You're giving some of that back. So one of us, and it's going to start with me, whoever, as Dr. Eggerichs says in Love and Respect, whoever thinks themselves most mature, take the first step. But here's what love really is. Here. Now, all of you are married, or you're thinking about it maybe, or maybe you have been, so you understand where I'm going here. You can take this as far as you want in marriage, okay? Here, you can have all my cookies. They're yours. Whether you give me any back or not. Now, I highly, strongly suggest that you find someone that understands that as well. But you can't force them to do that. You have to be the one that says, here, you can have everything I've got. And what ought to happen is both of them do it. This 50-50 myth on relationships, and in particular on marriage, is just that. It's a myth. It's got to be 100-100.